Hey, what is up, guys? Smurfy back for round 3, and again we're on the play. We always seem to be on the play on Modo. Yeah, the sound is fine. We'll keep. We might just be good old-fashioned red-green energy this game and not combo them. I'm literally playing this card as a one green mana draw card. Occasionally blow up a vehicle. Depending on what our opponent does, I'll probably just cycle it turn 1 because it's just so rarely comes up anymore. Now that Mardu's gone out the meta, because Marvel just crushes Mardu really. Our opponent is in the tank. I think overall this hand is great as long as we can hit. Oh, I guess we don't even need our 4th land because we have the Servant. Yeah, this hand is great. A lot of decks just can't beat Bristling Hydras. A lot of mid-range decks, at least. Marvel just doesn't give a crap most of the time. They just go over the top. But play a Forest and pass. Yeah, we're just gonna cycle this. I don't think it's gonna come up against them. If they were like to play like a turn 1 what do we want to play here? I guess we take, yeah, we'll play the Sanctum. Sorry, if they played a turn 1 Toolcraft example or something, then sure, I would consider keeping that. Actually, I probably would definitely keep it, not consider it. But as they've just played that, there's just not going to be that many targets for it in blue-green. Other than Marvel, but I don't think we want to use it on Marvel. Magma Spray, sure. Typically, I don't like playing out Pummlers straight away, but because we have these on the next 2 turns, I actually think it's fine to play it. Normally they just get really scared of this and waste their turn on it, so if they waste their turn on this and they're not playing like board presence, then Bristling Hydras are just going to have a field day. Bristling Hydras normally just struggle with Rogue Refiners, I've found, because you just have to pump these to get through a Rogue Refiner, which is really annoying, whereas if they use a removal spell here, then we should be fine. And they cycled Sensor, which is fantastic for us. Oh, they're looking for lands, that's why. Well, they might be looking for lands. That's fine. It doesn't make much difference. We'll play the Aether Hub in case we draw a Game Trail, though. Bristling Hydra, get the trigger, and pass. There's no 1-mana spell that they could do to interrupt with our Bristling Hydra. Like, Magma Spray obviously doesn't kill it. And there's no 1 blue mana counter spell, other than, like, this spell. Just gonna pass the turn back. Sure. Another land? Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. 4 spells in 12 cards. Feels bad, man. Play the Aether Hub again. Like, it doesn't really make much difference what land we play there. I can't imagine there's too much they could have here for us to worry about. Well, they've got something. No? Okay, sure. And again, we'll just play another Bristling Hydra and hope they don't have an answer to both. And this time we've even got Sensor mana up. Sweet. So they haven't actually had any energy yet, so they might just not be the energy version. They could just be like Temur mid-range. Oh, no, they are. And that's just game, right? Yeah. Sweet, that was a lucky top deck. Our opponent just didn't do anything that game, which is really unfortunate for them. Yeah, like they just had no energy by turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is just insane for the Aetherworks deck to have. So that was really strange. We're going to bring in Negates. And Dispel. Well, I guess we don't need Dispel. Take out the Mountain. And take out the Deliverance. Again, I don't like it in this matchup. Because it's just too reactive. You need, like, Negate's fine because you can stop the actual creatures coming down. But once they've activated it, they could just win on the spot. And I guess you can argue that if they miss, then you can blow it up, but I don't think that's the way we want to go. And again, I'm just going to cut down on Cubs because on the draw, Cubs just aren't as good, and they line up really badly against Rogue Refiner and Well of Virtuoso. Okay, actually, I don't mind cutting the last Cub for a Deliverance here. I think that's fine. We could also just bring in the Dispels for Harness Lightnings and Magma Sprays. I don't think that's terrible. For 2 Voltaic Brawler. It's like Voltaic Brawler or Bristling Hydra. Maybe it's... I think it's pretty hard to decide. Because this is also good against Glimmer of Genius if they play it. I know some of the lists in the top 8 were playing Glimmer of Genius in their Marvel decks. What else could we cut? Like, Hydras are pretty slow against them, especially post-board, but they're just so resilient. Whereas these line up really bad against Magma Spray. But again, they're 2-drop, they just have to answer it quickly. I think we're going to play Dispel. I think there's enough spells that we want to interact. Actually, no, I'm going to stick. I'm going to change my mind again and go back with the Brawlers. We need to put a clock on them, otherwise we're just not going to beat them. And Magma Spray is not nearly as scary as an like an empty board state, so yep, we'll keep this. This hand is cool. Got 2 lands, we've got Servant and the Brawler along with the Pummler is just enough energy to kill them because we've got the Pump spell. I think we want to play the Brawler first, not only because it is a better clock, but it plays around Sensor better. I think I actually might just not play anything here in case they do have Sensor, because we want all the energy for the Pummeler. And it's just such a little cost to play around Pummler because they haven't done anything on turn 2 and nothing's going to give them energy. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. There's no reason to play into Sensor. Like, I guess we could play the Brawler because even if they dies to Magma Spray, we get the we just want the energy basically. And it's really annoying if we don't get the... Like, if they counter this, then it's annoying because we don't get the energy for Pummler, but if they kill the Brawler, we don't care. That's like the big difference. I think we have the luxury of playing around Sensor, because we can just go land next turn, play Voltaic Brawler, get the energy, and then next turn play the Servant or the Pummler or whatever. Like they might just cycle the Sensor here if they do have it. No, okay. Well, a Virtuoso, sure. That's a good draw. I think we just play the Servant here, or the Brawler. We'll play the Brawler. And we'll pass the turn. The reason I wanted to play the Brawler there was because we can play the Pummler next turn, and if we're going to play the Pummler next turn, we might as well get in with the Brawler. I guess it also blocks the Well of Virtuoso, but that's not really as relevant. Obviously, we're not going to play the Hydra here over the Pummler, I don't think. If they have a removal spell plus Sensor, that fucks us over with the Pummler and the Blossoming Defense, but that's not worth playing around. See if they have anything they want to do here. Alright, we might as well attack. We could choose not to pump, but if we don't pump, they're just going to make a Thopter and block. I guess if we might want them to make a Thopter and block. Nah, I think we'd rather just get the damage in. Like, if we don't pump, they'd probably just make a blocker unless they're looking for... they might just Glimmer Genius this turn. I think we want to play the Pummler here. Yeah. This plays around Sensor. If they have a removal spell, we've got Blossoming Defense. If they have a removal spell plus Sensor, then we don't get them, but... that should still be fine because we just have so much gas. Yeah, they're just going to Glimmer, sure. So this puts them up to 6 energy, which means they can Marvel next turn. But if they just go like Marvel, we can Blossoming Defense this if they get Ulamog, and then next turn we still might be able to kill them. They'll probably target this and a land. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 14. Oh, I guess no, we don't even have the energy. We're at least going to try and save it. Don't expect this to happen, but if they have Sensor, they definitely should use it here. Yeah. And there's no way we can pump this out of 12 damage range. That's going to get us for 2, that's fine. No. Change their mind. If they don't attack, then... I guess if we draw an untapped land, we could use both of these. 4, 9... yeah, 4, 8, 9... so 18. It's pretty good. I think we just stick a Hydra here. We'll attack first. If we drew an untapped land, we would be threatening lethal. It's gonna... they're really just gonna chump. That's it. Oh, they're gonna block. Oh, they're gonna double block. I'm almost tempted to just use Uncaged Fury here. So what does that achieve? This goes up to 5, so we kill both of these, trample over for 1, so we deal 6 to them, put them to 10, and we have a Hydra in play. Oh, sorry, a Brawler. I think we'd rather have the Hydra in play, because at least if we have the Hydra, then we can possibly still win through a... oh, they're acting. Okay, so they don't have a Marvel, which is great for us. Yeah, definitely better this way now. Now we just have this with 2 activations, which is insane, and they just have nowhere near enough energy for an Aetherworks Marvel. I was expecting they were just going to double block, keep the energy for Marvel, but they've made 2 tokens. I don't know why they've done that. They're just going to attack us? Sure. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22. So if we draw an untapped land, we could win next turn, depending on what they have. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Well, let's attack. Actually, it might have been better just to larger than life here. I guess we can just Invigorate Rampage instead. No, it was definitely better to larger than life, because then we can play the Brawler. This way we can't play the Brawler in the same turn. But we do want to just get the trample damage in here, I think, because next turn... now we can play the Servant and have this next turn. It might actually be better to play the 7 over the Brawler for that reason. But again, like, you don't really want to be using your instant speed combat tricks to trick a Thopter. It's just not optimal. Like, you're not even tricking them, they're just chump blocking, but Rogue Refiner is fine. Again, untapped land is really good here. Just for the combo. Sweet. Now we just have to hope they don't have a counter spell, and we can go for it. Eight, 9, 10 damage if they counter the Uncaged Fury. They're in the tank. Well, obviously removal's not going to do them any favours. So they need like negate or dispel here, I think. They might have a 3-mana counter spell, but yeah, they just conceded. Okay. And oh, that was sorry. I thought that was only game 2. Or going on to game 3. Anyway, whatever. On to round 4. See you in the next round. Peace.